Welcome back. This week I have a more sit-down video to what I usually have. I'm going to be talking about how I deal with work-related stress at university, and hopefully this can help you with stress you might feel because of work at school, at work, or at uni as well. So let's get straight into it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, then please stick them in the comment section below. And subscribe if you haven't already, because exam season is coming up and it should be quite fun to see me get through it. So let's get started. My first tip is to know yourself. So what I'm going to go through today is relevant for me, and you might think, oh my gosh, what on earth is he on about? There is no way I could do that to alleviate stress. So my most important tip, I think, is for you to understand what helps you get through difficult times. That might be cooking, it might be sitting and watching TV, it might be having a 3-hour nap. It's just really helpful to know what makes life easier for you, especially when you're stressed about work. So bear that in mind as I go through my top tips for myself on how to deal with work stress at university. Next up, I'm going to paint a bit of a picture. And it's a picture that I am currently in. So I have finished most of my content. In fact, I've now finished all of my content this year. And in 2 weeks' time, I have, actually, it's a bit less than that now. It's about a week and a half, I have my first exams. So I am now free to do whatever I want. I can revise if I want to, I can sit and do nothing if I want to. And what I've found has happened is I've been so focused on getting all the work I need done for my content, for the stuff I have to do for tutorials and seminars, that my body, now that it doesn't have to do that anymore, has just gone and doesn't want to work anymore. So it's something I've experienced before in the lead up to A-levels, GCSEs as well, and it stresses me out. It's weird because I know I need to revise, but I really don't want to. And the way I deal with this is completely different to how some other people might deal with this. I stop working. I just do nothing. I've been doing nothing for the past 2 or 3 days. I've literally possibly done 2 hours of work a day, max. It's probably less than that. And what it's doing is it's slowly allowing my body to recover. I'm getting plenty of sleep, slowly allowing my body to recover so that when I feel like I can start revising, I can start revising in earnest. I can really put all my energy into that. So yeah, I would really suggest when you feel as though you haven't got the energy to work anymore, when you really can't manage it, taking a break, just switching off completely. One of my friends does the complete opposite. One of my friends, when he feels as though he really needs to work to revise, will go and spend hours in the library, and that works for him. So it's perfect. Unfortunately, I can't do that, and I just have to take a massive break before starting again. And you'll see that as a bit of a theme as I go through my tips, because I find it really hard when I'm not motivated to sit down and do some proper work. So there we go. So that tip just there is probably something you would use if you're feeling overworked, or like you just can't get started again. You can't motivate yourself to work. You feel overwhelmed and a bit overrun. And then this second one is a bit more to do with stress in general. It can apply to lots of different situations. For me anyway, obviously it might be completely different for you, as I said at the start. So I'm going to pass you over to Cycling Arthur, who went for a bike ride because he was feeling very tense. It was related to work and not wanting to catch up with lectures this time, but he was just feeling, and I'm talking in the third person here, which is quite ridiculous, but he was feeling very stressed out about just having to do things and not really wanting to. Again, you see a bit of a theme, but this was more specific and more just about trying to de-stress and take some tension away from just an average day, really. So, here we go.
This is one of my favourite ways to unwind and de-stress, get rid of all the tension. Nice bike ride. I find it especially satisfying when you haven't planned it. It's a Thursday afternoon and you just think the weather's nice. Do you know what? I don't really want to catch up on my lectures. I just want to go for a bike ride. And it is so satisfying, and often, for me anyway, if I've said, okay, I don't want to watch my lectures, I'll go out for a bike ride instead. When I get back, I'm more motivated to then watch the lectures. So even if it's just half an hour of exercise, I really find that it can be so helpful. Anyway, I'm about halfway, and I'm gonna carry on now. Nice and chill, listening to some tunes, ready to cox when I get back.
Okay, so this is probably my last tip, and it is to spend time with other people. Spend time with people you love, people you enjoy spending time with, and planning out days or mornings and afternoons, big chunks of time with people in advance, so you feel as though you have to go and spend time with them. You have to sort of ignore everything else in your life and you go and enjoy a very nice social interaction. Now, whether that's just planning on going for dinner together, and spending a nice hour over food, having a proper chat, or whether that's spending an afternoon going for a nice long walk, or maybe spending a weekend back at home, just to have a change in scenery. That's up to you what you want to do. I like to do a bit of them all. I like spending dinner time with my flatmates every evening. We go down to halls together, and it's just a period in which I don't have to worry about work. I don't have to worry about stress in life. I don't need to worry about exams. We all have them. We all know they're coming, but we can all sit down and relax together, which is really lovely. Last term, I went home in sort of the second or third week, and it was just lovely to get away from this room, just to get away from the atmosphere of constantly working, and sort of having a new stimulus, speaking to new people again. I mean, obviously they're my family, I spent so long with them, but it's just something a bit different. And I think by planning things in advance, you hold yourself accountable to going to them. And often I find that I actually do get a bit more stressed about not being able to work when I'm spending time with people. But in reality, it's better for me afterwards. I feel a lot more relaxed. I feel a lot more motivated. After I've spent time away from work and with people than I did before. And often it can be more effective for me. So again, remember, it's what you know works for you, but I would definitely recommend this one. And that is the end of this video. I want to stress that if you feel as though you need a bit more help, you become acquainted with the support structure in wherever you might be, whether it's at home, at work, at school, or at university. There are always people to help you with proper training. So make sure you know where to go if you need any help. So yes, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about anything I've just said, it might sound very weird, the things I do to de-stress. If you have any questions, stick them in the comment section below, and please subscribe. Exams are coming up for me, and it will be nice to share the experience with you. So thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned.